Hey everyone, it's Nimius. I'll get to the review of PM1's Fire Emblem Heroes Tier List in a moment, but I just want you to be aware of two things first. To start with, my full analysis was over 1.5 hours long for PM1's tier list. I know that's kind of ridiculous, but we had a lot to answer. Instead, what we have here is the summary / conclusion of that analysis. If there's something you don't understand or want more details, please check the VOD of the livestream where I go much more in detail and even show some examples. I'll have an icon on the screen for that VOD or check the description for that link. Second, I just want to set up some of my criteria and parameters of my analysis so you guys can better understand my viewpoint. PM1 and me are different people, so we look at and value things differently. Alright, so for the criteria and parameter of my analysis, I have a few points. Number 1, I'm a free-to-play player, as I've never spent any money on this game while PM1 has spent quite a bit. Number 2, I strive to stay in tier 20 without needing to spend on a game, so that means merges mean a lot more to me, but not to the extent where I'll say something crazy like +10 Abel is better than Camus just because of merges. I've heard that before, and again, I'm not that crazy. 3, I never view heroes by themselves because we never use one hero at a time. They're used in a team, and thus synergy and support is always in consideration. 4, viability is big for me, but so is cost. While I do believe every hero in this game is viable, some clearly need a ridiculous amount of help to get to such a point. Sometimes I just don't view a hero as worthwhile due to that, so while some people can rank S in S, I'll think that's absurd. Number 5, I've taken the time to mark up this tier list to show you what adjustments I would make with red arrow symbolizing a drop in rank and blue a rise in rank. Now I did this after the stream, so there may be a few heroes I missed or I intentionally missed, like moving a bunch of swordsmen from A+ to A, or a bunch of archers from A+ to A. It was going to be too much of a mess or cover too many heroes and not for a real big difference. If there's a real difference though, I definitely have a big arrow to show it. Saying that, if our ratings differ slightly, like S to A+, it doesn't mean I actually disagree since it's such a small difference. It's just that, due to our values being different, it creates that adjustment. If I go from S+ to A, for example, now that's a real disagreement. Luckily, PM1 is a smart guy, so we won't have many real disagreements. So guys, just don't fight me over A to A+, or S+ to S. It's a small difference and not a real disagreement. It's more so just an adjustment. Alright, one final thing. As I spoke for an hour and a half straight, I think I missed a few things in the summary due to fatigue, but I'll have it corrected in this video through the magic of editing. Yay! Okay. Also takes me a bit to get to the summary due to my joy of just finishing that hour and a half analysis. But yeah, with that, let's start. So the only real heroes I completely value differently was Sheeta. I don't believe Sheeta's in B at all. She's one of the better. She definitely has a role to play, and I even showed you guys really good Sheeta. I would have Sheeta at A+ or A at the very minimum because of her ability to factor into a Fire Emblem. Yeah, we're finally done. My throat hurts. I think my review of his review is actually longer than his review. I think he only took 38 minutes, and I think I took 1 hour and a half. Oh boy, this is why you don't do this stuff on live stream, because you answer too many questions and you take forever. We did it, boys! But yeah, I'll just quickly go over the things I don't agree with. I don't agree with Kateria being an S. I would have Kateria an A+ or A. Even. For Tickies, I think they're fine. I would put them in the same rank, to be honest, because Adult Ticky's a better tank. And when you get to higher level arenas, you think 30 speed makes a difference? 30 speed does not make a difference. 30 speed is the same as having 0 speed, basically, because you never double anything, and everything doubles you. At tier 20 arena, when we're talking about like over 700 points, everything you're fighting is merged. So if they're gonna double you, even 35 speed is not enough. At 35 speed, most things still double you. So yeah, I would have them in the same, because basically you're trading off a bit of resistance for more defense, and you know, that doesn't really matter. For S+, I have a huge disagreement with his Cordy being up there, and I have a disagreement with his Honoka being there, and Ephraim. I would put them at A+, basically, but it's not a, it's only Cordy that I really have a big opinion change with. And sorry, going back into Elincia, I think Elincia is A+. But, you know, it's ±1, whatever. Only big disagreement on blue mages, overall, is Owen in A. As explained, Owen makes better use in Horseland teams, and again, I'm never viewing them as individual heroes. I've always viewed them as heroes together in a team of 4, and you're not going to use Owen without, say, Xander or Cecilia. You're going to always pair her up with another horse hero, and she makes much better use of home cavalry than Reinhardt does. So saying that, I would have her in A, and I would have Reinhardt in, sorry, saying that, I would have her in S and Reinhardt in S. I view them the same, honestly. Reinhardt's better off on his own, but more matchups versus greens that Owen wins because she can quad attack. Not a big difference though, guys. For dragons, I have basically everybody in A+. Ninian's inability to kill, but her ability to support puts her in A+ at the bare minimum. And I have, you know, Corrin in A+, because she can also inherit Lightning Breath Plus, and she does a better job versus Bravelands than Noe. Mei is S+, sub. Come on, guys. S+ is very, very hard to argue for. And to green axes, let's just get over this really quickly. Green axes, I basically have Legion and Raven pushed down to A+ or A. I think it's A+. A+ is fine for them. Quad attacking with an axe and doing a ton of damage. Just saying that. Isn't Raven supposed to be a sword user? Why is he using an axe? Well, whatever. I would have Amelia in S+, and I would have Hector and Brave Ike in S. Amelia is better in all situations, better offensively, better defensively, due to the fact she has more speed. And she has higher BSD, but that's about it. For S of Green Mages, I only have Nino and Elise. I would move Sonya, Julia, and Soren down to A+ or A. I think Soren is actually A, but, you know, anyone can argue that with me. I just don't see a reason to value them as highly anymore due to the fact bonds are out, and with the proper merges on Nino, you will survive any Reinhardt regardless. Ninian is almost just as good as Azura. That is very true. But again, guys, the difference between S and A+ is very small. It's just Azura does a better job at killing reds, and she fulfills the same role on support, you know. Ninian can do better chip damage if she has Lightning Breath Plus, but I don't think Ninian can kill any red heroes in one hit. The thing is, again, when I talk about these things, I only consider Tier 20 Arena, and when we're talking about Tier 20 Arena, she's fighting sword heroes like Ike, Ryoma, friggin' Brave Knight, Black Knight, and she's not gonna double them. She's not gonna double them, and she's certainly not gonna kill them in one hit. Is why I have the issue with that. Like Azura can reach 40 speed. My Azura is 40 speed, for example, but at Ninian just would struggle in the same situations. Anyways, for that matter, I have them on A+. It's whatever. Faye, I would move up to B, move down to B. I don't agree with Faye. And for archers, the only difference I would have is putting Setsuna in. They're saying that Setsuna in S is kind of wonky as well, but it's the fact from the reason that they can kill infantry really well and they can kill all the mages. But yeah, it would basically be in order of best archers. I would have Bravelyn, Bradacordi, Innis, Gaius, Summer Gaius, and then finally Setsuna. Those are basically the only 5 viable archers in my eyes. And for rogues and healers, who gives a damn? Alright, we're done. If you liked it, or if you liked this stupid 1 hour and a half review of a 38-minute video, leave a like, subscribe, and whatever. I'm dead tired.